Welcome to where mega mysteries come to dine with fine wine. Today I'll be reviewing Prey 2017. That is correct. This game is probably one of the most underrated games of 2017. Not because it wasn't like noticeable or anything, but because after I played it, now thinking about how I played it, it was actually a really good game thinking about it. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Gameplay, presentation, general impact. Let's get right on.
Still awake.
I'm here.
My goddamn brother.
Found out again.
Okay, gameplay. First category of the three. I want to say 5 minutes into this game was a mixed breed of various other games I've played. It's a mix of King Kong the game for GameCube, Alien vs Predator, and a little bit of BioShock tossed in that mix. So if you liked any of those games I just mentioned, you will probably most likely like Prey. Or if you just like horror stuff in general, you will mostly enjoy Prey. When I first started Prey, I didn't really know what it was going to be like. I had a general idea though, and when I went into it, it was nothing like I thought it would be. Literally not even fucking close. Right, so I went in, right, put around for an hour, absolutely loved the intro. Then I got more into it, and I want to say this game has a super awesome inventory and collection system. Like you can collect a bunch of stuff, and then you go put it in the recycler, and then you get that stuff, and you can make a med kit or more bullets or whatever. It's really, really cool to see. Weapons can range from the stun gun to the pistol, shotgun, glue gun. You got the wrench, aka the BioShock wrench. It's literally the BioShock wrench. Did anybody else notice this? This is a game that looks like and plays like BioShock, but it has a BioShock wrench. It's the same thing. In short, gameplay on Prey was very well thought out and clean, I would say. The health system, everything, the upgrade system, it's not insanely complex. It's nice and clean and simple. The gameplay is fun, and it's actually pretty scary. There was a moment where I literally jumped up and tossed my headset off. You know, that was great to see, because I watch so many horror movies, and jump scares are really the most cliche thing in the history of the world nowadays, since every single movie tries to do them. Especially when you got a movie and it's like building up and you're like, oh, here it comes, and it does it. But yeah, it was totally unexpected in this game. That is correct. 85 out of 100. We got pros on the left side, diverse enemies. Yep. Good story, and awesome inventory. I loved it. Cons, the ending literally faked out like 4 times. I thought this game was going to end like 4 times. At the 10 hour, 15 hour, 20 hour, it ended up being about a 20 hour game, which is insane. Like 10 hours more than I thought it'd be. But I thought the ending was going to come like 8 different times. Yeah, gameplay in short was one of the better ones of 2017 as I remember, looking back at it now. But let's move on to presentation, shall we?
Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your psychoactive potential is at or near peak level.
Okay, presentation. I'm just going to start out saying soundtracks in this game, 50-50. The beginning intro was really well done, I'll give them that. You only got like 10 seconds of that song though, so I'm not going to count it. The main theme that you'll hear in the background as I am talking right now, that's really good. When you go to find a phantom, that's really good. But that's it. Like 2 soundtracks, which is not that big for a AAA game. Even though there was only 2, the actual main theme for the game is very memorable. I have it on my playlist, so I can't dock it too much for that. But the actual looks of the game seems really good, actually. You know, it seems almost like it's, I don't know, it seems like it's so clean it seems it's too clean that it looks downgraded. I don't know. It just doesn't. It's more cartoony, I guess you could say. It's like on that fine line between cartoon and real life, like looking. That it's like in between. It's weird. I've never really seen it before, but I really like it. I really do like it. I think it's really cool. I think the enemy design is what they had to work with, because it could only be one type of enemy, which is the Typhon material, right? The problem with Resident Evil 7 that they had, that the mold all looked the same. You had a couple different enemies, but they all look the same, right? And this one, it's pretty much the same because you have the Typhon material. But yet, with all the different enemies between the telepaths and the phantoms and the mimics and the greater mimics, they're not really the same, in my opinion. They all look and have a different quality of character to them, right? And you'll even hear when you're not attacking the phantoms, they'll be talking to themselves, which is really cool to hear.
What do you see in the glass? You seem frustrated. There better not be anything. Come out. I didn't find anything. Did we make that in one of the labs? It was.
And one other thing I want to touch on before I give the final score for presentation. It's the world it's created on TranStar, right? Because you're pretty much in space in this spaceship called TranStar. It's really believable, which is weird, right? Because one of my favorite things in all of anything is to really get immersed in that world. You know, with Rapture is probably the biggest one for me, between Bioshock 1 and 2. It's massive. It's definitely not on this on that scale, obviously, for TranStar and Prey, but it's definitely there. And I couldn't help think, but if they maybe worked on maybe that sort of perspective a little bit more, it could have been amazing. Yep. 85 out of 100. Yet again, maybe Prey can get the hat trick with 85s. Pros for presentation, good main theme. Always have a good main theme if you want to be a good game. Awesome world, and the look of everything is eye-catchy. Very good. Cons, there are nothing I can really go against in this game. I actually sat here for like 15 minutes trying to think of something bad I could do for presentation, and nope, I actually couldn't think of anything. So yeah, 85 out of 100. That's 2 85s out of 100 so far. See if you can get the hat trick for General Impact.
TranStar Cobalt 14.
Okay, General Impact. General Impact is a tough category for Prey because of the way it faked out the ending like 8 times. Yeah, I thought it was going to end at like the 10-hour mark, right? Big battle coming in, ended in like 10 seconds somehow, right? I was like, oh, I thought that was the ending, right? Then I thought it'd be the ending 3 hours later when I did this other crazy thing. Then I thought it'd be the ending at 15 hours in. And then I thought it'd be the ending at 17 hours in, right? Because every time there's always this crazy thing you gotta do, and you think it's the end of the thing, does this big cutscene. But no. And that sort of made the game feel like it was lasting too long. Even though it's a 20-hour game, it's a pretty beefy game, right? It's not the longest game. Horizon Zero Dawn was about 25 hours, and that didn't seem long at all. That seems short to me when I played it. But this seems longer, which is weird because it's 5 hours shorter. And another tough thing about it is that it's washed in with all these other 2017 games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Life is Strange, Hellblade, all these games, and then you got Prey, right? I don't know, man. It seems like it's getting a little in the shadows of the others. Yet, still, it's memorable, which is weird with a lot of the high caliber games that were pumped out this year. In short, the General Impact for me is better than I expected, but worse than I thought it'd be. Because Prey going in, I knew it'd be Bioshock-esque, and it was. It was also a little bit of Alien vs. Predator. It was also a little bit of King Kong the game. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that is a really cool combination, and I think it worked for Prey. Prey is a shoot 'em up alien 20-hour Bioshock King Kong horror fan's dream. In short, that is pretty much what I can say about it. That is correct. 79 out of 100. No hat trick today. General Impact, all around fun game, a good length, memorable enemies. Yep. Cons, the game and fake out literally 4 times. Thought it was going to end. Ended up making the end result me just wanting to get rid of the game and finish it. But still, I look back on it more fondly than I do when I first finished it. 79 of 100. Boil those numbers down in a big pot of gumbo and you get an 8.3 out of 10. Correct, Amongo, everyone. 8.3 out of 10 is the final score for Prey. That's right, this review's done. That's it. 10 minutes over. Bingo bongo. Next review will be on Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. So everybody get ready for that. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.